Hello there, welcome back. So you just ran your first 5K. First of all, congratulations. That's a huge accomplishment, especially if you're getting back into running in your 30s or in your 40s. That's huge. So the big question now is what comes next, right? Do you aim for a 10K right away? Do you keep running 5K repeatedly? Or do you focus on something else completely? Let's break it down. All right, so before we talk about the next distance, the first step is simple. Celebrate what you've done. Running 5K is not just 5K. It's proof that your body and mind can work together to achieve consistency. And consistency is key in this, right? So after doing some research, I found out that some sources estimate that only 6% of the world are runners, and even fewer can actually run a 5K nonstop, right? So while many can complete a 5K even with a walk type of run, being able to sustain a continuous run throughout the entire distance is a huge fitness accomplishment, right? So if you're new to this, repeating 5K a few times a week is a fantastic way to build a habit. And don't rush it. Consistency beats distance every time, especially at this stage. Here's the thing that most new runners don't realize. Endurance isn't built by just jumping straight into a 10K. It's built by running more often, but not always longer or faster. Try these. Keep one 5K a week as your benchmark run, and try adding 1 to 2 shorter runs of 2K or 4K to get your legs moving, and just add a little bit more volume to your week. This way you'll be running like 2 to 3 times a week. As a start is a great start, right? And that not only strengthens your legs and your aerobic base, but also reduces risk of injuries with this progressive load that we're going to talk about in a little bit, which is super important, especially if you're over 30 or 40. By the way, if you like this type of content, don't forget to like and subscribe to help the channel. It only takes a second. Come on, do it right here. Yeah. All right, now you started to do 2 to 3 runs a week. Once 5K starts to feel comfortable, and you finish and you think, oh, I could have gone further, then you can start adding distance to your 5K slowly, right? That means that you may turn your 5Ks into a 6K or 5.5 and 7K. And over time, you gradually get closer to that 10K that you always wanted to run. And a good rule of thumb is what is called a 10% rule, which basically says that you should increase your weekly mileage by no more than 10% every week. This way it reduces your risks of injuries, and it gives your body time to adapt to this new running lifestyle that you're adopting. It's not about the distance, and here are a few things that can help you grow as a runner. Number 1, strength training, especially core and legs. Twice a week will go a long way. If you can do 3 or 4, if you can fit into your schedule, do it, right? Recovery, you need to sleep, right? And hydrate, and also find time to stretch, especially as you get older. Your body recovers a lot slower as you get older, believe me. So try to get at least 7 hours of sleep. Sleep, if it wasn't mandatory for survival, it would be a banned substance, for sure, because there's so many benefits, right? The next one is nutrition, right? Nutrition is also key. Do not mix training, endurance training with any type of loss weight diet, because that will impede your recovery. And so whatever diet you follow, just try to get some carbs in there, please. And if you start to get more serious about your running, I really recommend you looking for a nutrition specialist to help you with your diet, right? And last but not least is the mindset, right? Do not compare yourself to others. or your younger self for that matter. Progress is progress. Just compare yourself to yourself, if anything, right? So what's next after your 5K? Here's a few ideas. You can work on running 5K a bit faster. You can try that every 2 or 3 weeks. Just try to go a bit faster. But don't try to hit a PR every week. That's probably not good for your body, right? So another thing that you can do is that you can try to increase the distance of one of your runs gradually every week until you hit a 10K. So you running at least once a week, you're running a 10K. That would be awesome, right? The third thing that you can do is that you could sign up for a local race. At least for me, it always motivates me, and I actually run faster unless something else happens on races with people cheering and I have a goal. I want to get to the finish line and it's being timed and whatever. I don't know what happens. I always run a bit faster, and that always motivates me. And also it gives me something to work towards. So signing up for a local race, being a 5K, a 10K, or in the future a half marathon, that also is a really good thing to do. Running is a journey, and the best part is there's always a next step. Whether if it's to improve your 5K time, build towards a 10K, a half marathon, or beyond. There's really no limits to running. And remember, consistency is key, and enjoyment of the process is the real winner here, right? So have you just ran your 5K? I would love to hear from you in the comments and just tell me your stories, right? And don't forget to like and subscribe. It only takes a second, and keep running, and I'll see you down the road.